Let's go, Ollie!
Of Whitmer in lane 2, Amanda Zittelman of Bedford in 3, Ellen Gusfriedi of Notre Dame, another one of their fine crop of runners, Bridget McKee of Southview, Alison Work of Northview in lanes 5 and 6, Miranda Price of Findlay, and a fine runner from Central Catholic in Caitlin Krisman in the outside lane. Caitlin Krisman, a 4-time state qualifier, 3 times All-City, 400, 800, and 1600. She's going to be running for Eastern Kentucky as she moves on to the next level.
Keep an eye on lane 6, Allison Work for Northview, a sophomore rather. She has the best qualifying time at 2:21.5. Very good time. The record for the gold 800-meter run is 2:15.2 from 1987 in Dawn Edison. And that one is going to be tough to come close to.
This is Allison Work's event. She was league and district champ in 2009, just last year. She also runs the 800, the 4x800, and the 4x400. And her best time this year has been 2:18. So she will have to exceed that by close to 3 seconds, actually 2.8 seconds in order to meet the record time of Dawn Edison.
Still a fine time. 2:18 is an absolutely fine.
Lined up, ready to go here, but we seem to have had quite a delay here, but they are finally ready to
nothing
get
worse
this
than
thing
getting
going.
Stuck at the line when you're ready to go. That is the worst feeling.
And here we go with the gun and ready to roll.
And again, they go about give or take 300 meters before they are able to get out of their specific lanes from that stutter start and all move into, you obviously want to get in that first lane to cut out as much time as possible. So you have to stay in your lane for about 300 before you're able to get right back in and compete for that inside lane.
There is Caitlin Krisman of Central Catholic, and she is off to a good start here in this race. And she is somebody who, if somebody could edge out Allison Work, she could certainly be one who might just do that. 2:23. Also Amanda Zittelman, Ellen Gusfriedi also with 2:23 as their seed time. So it looks like we should have a pretty close race if those times are any indication here.
Here they come, getting back into that first lane.
Krisman still leading by 4 or 5 lengths right now. But coming up fast, Gusfriedi of Notre Dame moving into 3rd position. Allison Work still in 2nd.
She's going to want to get in before she hits that turn, though. I know she likes to take some space on the outside. That's fine on the straightaways, but not on the turns. You're wasting energy.
Krisman lengthening her lead a little bit now. Is Allison Work kind of drafting and waiting to make a move, or is Krisman in a decent position right now?
Well, you know what? She's in good position, but watch it's starting to close the gap a little bit. When you start out quick in this race, it can take a lot out of you by that second lap. It's only 2 laps around, but it feels like a lot longer than that when you're really working. So right now is going to be big. These last 2 turns, basically you win or lose the race on this turn as long as you have a decent kick. So we'll have to see if she's able to keep that length. It looks like she is.
Lead has opened up a little bit more now. And Allison Work going to work again. Now it looks like she's closing it up. We've seen the lead expand, contract, expand, contract again. But now she's really coming on.
And she's pulling the outside, which is a little bit surprising. Trying to take the lead early and see if she can hold on here down the kick.
Wow,
great burst.
As though she was shot out of a slingshot. Just flying past, coming out of that final turn. And she's going to take this race. And now Krisman trying to hold on to 2nd place. And that might be a challenge as Amanda Zittelman of Bedford coming in on her, and she did beat out Caitlin Krisman right at the finish to take 2nd in the race. But what A finish there by Alison Work. Just when it looked like she was falling a little bit further behind, all of a sudden she just seized control of the race.
Now, what I tell you, it's that turn that is really where you win or lose the race. Usually the person who is able to shoot themselves right out of that final turn really has a good burst of speed and is able to finish up strong. That's exactly what Work did. And I'm not sure if that was her game plan specifically, but that's the exact time when you want to take that lead, when you know that your opponent is starting to feel the pressure a little bit, starting to feel you breathe down her neck. That's when you take the lead, and that's when you exploit it, and she did that perfect.
Just a sophomore, so another outstanding young athlete, and what a future she's got in front of her. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back on BCSN.